Good morning, students. Welcome to our physics class. In this class, I am going to explain about specific heat capacity of a substance or a body. And also, we are going to learn how to find specific heat capacity of a body or of a solid. Experimentally, we can find out. That also we are going to learn today. Now, beginning, what is specific heat capacity? In previous class itself I explained, again I repeating, a required heat energy to rise 1 degree Celsius temperature of unit mass of a substance or body. To increase 1 degree Celsius, how much heat energy is required is called specific heat capacity. The required heat energy to increase 1 degree Celsius is depends on the substance, nature of the substance. That means all substance need not same heat energy to increase 1 degree Celsius. Some may to change 1 degree Celsius temperature, some substances need less heat, some substances need more heat. That depends on nature of the substance. That is called specific heat capacity. Example, to increase temperature in coconut oil, less heat is enough. Same temperature, to increase same temperature in water, we need more heat energy. But from this, what you can understand, coconut oil specific heat is less comparative to specific heat of water. If you compare specific heat of water and coconut oil specific heat is less than the water. Now, you know that formula, heat energy formula, Q is equal to mc delta T. In previous class itself I explained, Q is equal to mass of the substance, specific heat of the substance, and change of the temperature. Because of this heat, how much temperature changes in the substance. So by multiplying all these, you will get heat energy. From this formula is explained in previous video. From this formula, we can find out specific heat capacity of any substance. Heat energy given by mass of the substance into change in the temperature of the substance. By doing this, we can write subject C, heat capacity, specific heat capacity of the substance is equal to heat energy supplied to the body by mass and mass of the body into, in denominator itself, change of the temperature due to heat. So by doing this, we can find out specific heat capacity of any substance if we know Q1 mass and change in the temperature. There is another method to find specific heat capacity of any solid experimentally. How to find specific heat capacity of any solid? By using calorimeter. Calorimeter. Here this is the device, calorimeter. By using this, how to find out specific heat capacity of any solid? For example, one metal ball I have taken. I don't know what is the specific heat capacity of metal ball. Means rising temperature 1 degree Celsius, required heat energy for rising temperature in 1 degree Celsius for this metal ball. That is called specific heat capacity of the ball. We have to find out now. How to find out? By using calorimeter. Here calorimeter is this. We already explained in previous class. Now take one metal ball and keep it in boiled water sometime. Now you can measure temperature of the boiled water, hot water, temperature of the hot water we can measure. Now, what is the temperature of the hot water? The same temperature the ball also having. The same temperature of the hot water, this equal to this metal ball temperature. If you take metal ball temperature as T1, temperature if you take as T1, this metal ball temperature you take as T1. Now take this metal ball gently and drop in calorimeter. In calorimeter, what are there here? Water is there in the vessel. Or here copper vessel you take. Calorimeter consists copper vessel. No, you take this hot ball having temperature T1, drop in this calorimeter. Now this is the calorimeter. This is insulator. Around this insulator means heat will not go out, or outside heat will not enter into inside. This is calorimeter structure, already I explained in previous class. Now see, this ball taking drop in this calorimeter. Here calorimeter is copper vessel. Copper vessel, inside copper vessel, drop the ball, hot ball. Then when you drop this hot ball in this, now temperature of the water changes. Then measure. See, by using principle of calorimetry principle, by using principle of calorimetry or principle of method of mixture, in previous class I explained, we can find out specific heat of this solid. Specific heat of this solid we can find out. The metal solid we can find out. How to find out? See, Q lost by, what is the principle of calorimetry? Q lost by hot body is equal to Q gain by cold body. When you drop, when you contact or mix hot body and cold body, then what will happen? Hot body lose heat energy and cold body gain heat energy. When you mix together two bodies, hot body and cold body, what will happen? Heat transfers from hot body to cold body now. Then how much heat transfers? Equal to received by cold body. Whatever the heat lost by the hot body, that is same amount of heat is gained by the cold body. Now in equation, in symbol, by using symbols, how to write? Formula for Q, in the beginning itself I have told, no, formula for Q, mc delta T, mass of the substance, specific heat of the substance, and change of the temperature. By using this formula we can find out, we can write in symbols. Q means mass and specific heat of the hot body, mass of the hot body, and temperature changes. That means temperature lose by the hot body. When you mix hot body and cold body, how much temperature lose? This is the symbol. Now mass of the hot body is take as m1. Specific heat of the solid is C1. We don't know. We are finding this only. Specific heat of the solid C1. Mass of the solid ball m1. Specific heat of the solid ball C1. We are finding this only. We don't know. Now we know temperature in the beginning. This hot water. Now we are taking from hot water. The hot water temperature T1. The ball temperature also same T1. Now when you drop in this, what will happen? The temperature of the water rises up to T, that mixture temperature. After dropping, the temperature of the water, beginning water temperature is T2, for example, T2. The temperature of the water rises up to T. This is middle temperature, not cold, not hot. It is when you mix hot and cold, what will happen? It comes to middle, not cold, not hot. It comes to middle. Middle temperature is T. In previous class I told, no, middle temperature is T. This is called mixture temperature. Mixture temperature. Then beginning temperature of the ball is T1. How much lose? T1 minus T. So this is the Q lost by this solid after dropping in this. Now because of dropping the ball in the water, what will happen, what changes taken place in this calorimeter? Now see the symbol water. Now take water mass. You can find out mass of the water by using simple balance or any spring balance. We can find out mass of the water and specific heat of the water. Q gained by cold body. Here cold body is water is gaining heat. Water is gaining heat because of hot ball dropping in the water temperature rises, then water gain heat energy. How much gain? That I am going to explain the symbols. Q means mc delta t. No, mc delta t. Now that I am going to explain here. Q means mass of the water and specific heat of the water. Then water, how much change? Temperature of the water changes. T minus T2. T means what? After mixing the temperature of the water is T, middle temperature, minus beginning temperature, cold water temperature is water temperature you take as T2. The beginning water temperature, cold water temperature is T2. After dropping, the temperature of the water is T. Now how much heat changes taken place here? T minus T2. Now once again, the water is cold body gain the heat energy gained by the cold body. So heat formula Q, that Q formula mc delta T. Now m is mass of the water and specific heat of the water, change of the temperature in the water, plus now here one more. Another one is copper vessel also takes some heat energy. Here two substances will take a heat energy, not only water will take an heat energy, and also another substance copper vessel also gain some energy, heat energy. Now copper vessel mass, this copper vessel is there. No, we can find out mass of the copper vessel by using spring balance. Copper vessel mass and specific heat of the copper into this is given, will give specific heat of the copper will be given to you, and mass we can find out mass of this copper vessel. This is white color bowl is there. No, copper vessel, that mass you can find out. Mass of the copper vessel you can find out by using spring balance, and specific heat of the copper vessel will be given to you, and into, yes, same. In the beginning, this temperature of the water and this copper vessel are same. No, both are same. Why? Beginning stage both are the water is in copper vessel. So what is the temperature of the water? Same temperature copper vessel also, that is T2. So beginning temperature of the copper vessel also T2 equal to water temperature. So beginning, so T2. Now after dropping this hot ball, the copper vessel also increases temperature in the copper vessel also. How much increase? T minus T2. This is mixed after dropping the temperature of the water, after dropping the hot ball, then it is middle temperature T minus T2. This is T2 is beginning temperature of the copper vessel. Now this is once again Q gained by cold body. Here what are the cold bodies? Two substances, water and also copper vessel. Both gain because of this hot ball dropped in the water. Water gain temperature, this vessel also gain temperature, that I am writing here. This is water gain and this is vessel gain, copper vessel gain. Here copper vessel mass, copper vessel specific heat, and copper vessel temperature changes. So by using this we can find out specific heat of the substance by using this. Now here see, in this T minus T2 is common now for both. So change of the temperature is common for both, for water and copper vessel both. This is common, so we can common out, and remaining inside, what will be inside common T minus T2, what will be inside? Mass of the water and specific heat of the water, plus mass of the vessel, copper vessel, and specific heat of the copper vessel. So you can write like this by commoning T minus T2. In both it is there, no, T minus T2, common T minus T2, then remaining you write inside the bracket. Now from this we can find out the specific heat of the metal. Oddball we are taken, no, specific heat of the metal we can find out. See, yes, specific heat of the this ball, specific heat of the first ball, that is C1. So we can find out specific heat of the C1. How to find out? T2 minus T, already we wrote, no, RHS. So water mass, specific heat of the water plus mass of the vessel and calorimeter. Vessel means here calorimeter, copper bowl, and specific heat of the copper. So right here by M1 means what? This is multiple for this, no, MC delta T. So that multiple, no, you send here, this divides mass of the ball, mass of the hot ball, and change of the temperature of the hot ball, T1 minus T. From this you after carry forward, what will happen? Divides. So then you will get specific heat of the ball. From this we can find out specific heat of any solid ball, Now you can here values, how to write values. We can measure temperatures, we can measure with by using change of the temperatures and beginning temperature and after mixing temperature. These all we can measure with thermometer. And weights we can measure with mass means here weights we can measure with by using spring balance. And specific heat of the water is 4.2 joules per gram. For gram water 4.2 joules. For kg water 4200 joules. This is specific heat of the water. Now these values we can find out, substitute in this, then you can find. And copper vessel, specific heat of the copper vessel will be given to you, that is also will be given to you when the problem is given. This also will be given to you. Then from this we can find out specific heat of unknown metal ball. Any substance we can by using this formula we can find out any substance specific heat we can find out. So this is the method to find out specific heat of any unknown substance. Thank you for watching. Once again you watch this repeatedly, watch this video, then you can understand